Shalom. All praise to YAHAWAH, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and a sincere salutation to all the arguments pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Coming into another lesson, Lord's willing to be edifying. The title, Hell is just a condition or judgment. The word hell just means a condition or judgment. Hell is not some place under the ground where Satan, the devil, Lucifer, has a red suit on with a pitchfork and horns on his head. Okay? Where a bunch of fire at. Hell just means condition or judgment. So I'm going to go into the word real quick before I get into the lesson. The word hell. Now, I went back to the root word, and it reads, hell just means the grave. It also say to experience any state or condition. Now this is in the blue letter. It say to experience any state or condition. Now another word for hell is Hades, which is say Hadas. Hadas. Okay? It's the grave, death, hell. So hell just means the grave, okay? A condition or judgment. So going into my first chapter, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14, and it reads, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory, which is talking about the kingdom of Yahawah, read it again, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawashi, as the waters cover the sea. So the earth shall be filled with knowledge of the glory, talking about of the kingdom of the Lord, okay, as the waters cover the sea. So, like I did the lesson about Satan, Lucifer, the devil, is just a man, okay? Our people is confused about hell. Hell is not some place on the ground. It's just a state of condition, okay? A judgment that we have to come back and we have to pay for what we did in our past life. Some people can't receive it. It's over their head. But we come back in the reincarnation to pay for what we did in our previous life. Okay? Now, this is Ecclesiastes, because this is what Solomon say. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse, I'm going to start at 15. And it reads, that which has been is now, and that which is to be have already been. That's reincarnation right there. I'll read this again. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And God required that which is past. Okay? So you have to come back and pay for what you did in your previous life. You have to be judged for that. Now we all heard the saying, I caught hell today, or I've been catching hell all week. Okay? That saying is a true saying, meaning we catch hell, meaning the condition that we are in, meaning the judgment that we go through. So this is verse 16, and it reads, and this is what Solomon said, and Solomon was the wisest king, okay? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. Okay? So Solomon say he saw under the sun judgment. It said that their wickedness was there and the place of righteousness. So you have to come back and pay for what you did, whether you was wicked or righteous. He said it's all done under the sun, meaning on this earth, man. Okay? Hell just means a condition, a judgment. Okay? So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 5. And it reads, For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. Also, their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished, neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun. Okay? Letting you know, man, that what you do in this life, man, your judgment is death, man. Okay? Death, that's it, man. Death, that's it. It's nothing else after death, man. Because when you die, your spirit go back up to the Most High, Yahawah, who gave it. Okay? So, I'm going to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 21. And it reads, Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? Okay? Okay, I'm going to read verse 22. It says, Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? Nothing, man. Okay, because when you die, you go back to the spirit world. Okay? You go back up to the Most High. Your spirit go back up to the Most High. Your body go on the ground. Well, you turn back to dirt. Okay? I'll read this again. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 21. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of beasts that go downward to the earth? Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, meaning pushing his truth, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? Nobody but Yahawah, Bahashem YAHAWASHI, man. Okay? And this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 7. And it reads, Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, meaning us, because we're made out of dirt. We come from the ground, like Adam. Okay? We come from the dirt. I'm reading again, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Okay? So when you die, man, that's it. Your spirit go back up to the Most High Yahawah, man. Okay? Now I'm going back to this one more time, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. verse 16, it say, this was Solomon say, and moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Okay, hell just means judgment. That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there on earth for every purpose and for every work. Okay. Now this is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 4. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 4. And it reads, for if God spare not the angels that sin, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Okay? We are the sons of God, YAHAWAH. He princes of the power. He princes of power, okay? We are the fallen angels, okay? And the chains that he have us in is these bodies, man. Okay? Read this again. For if God spared not, which he did spare, it said, for if God spared not the angels that sin, meaning not following his laws, statutes, and commandments, but cast them down to hell, meaning on earth, fell here on earth, on this earth as a condition, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Okay, what's your judgment? Okay, he tell you that you die, man. Okay, he said that his spirit shall not always strive with man. Okay, meaning that you're going to die, man. Your judgment that you will die here. Now I'm going to go to, this is Jude. It's only one chapter. I'm going to read verse 6, and it reads, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he had reserved in everlasting chains on the darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Okay? It say the judgment, man. Meaning being in these bodies, man. Being able to get sick. Okay? Having all different type of complications with your body. Okay? Hurting. Getting sick. Dying. Being wounded. Okay? Bleeding. Because we left our own habitation, man, which was our first estate, man. Okay? He tell you, matter of fact, I'm going to get it. This is Genesis chapter 6. And this is Genesis chapter 6, verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Okay? The point is, man, that the sons of God, when you read Genesis chapter 6, 1 through 4, okay, he tell you that the sons of God, man, okay, which is the Israelites, his saints, YAHAWAH, meaning he princes of God, man, okay. So he say, verse 3, Genesis chapter 6, verse 3, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Now this is Psalms chapter 82. Psalm 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Okay, sons of God, YAHAWAH. But ye shall die like men, like it says in Genesis 6 and 3, and fall like one of the princes. Okay. So letting you know, man, that this place here on earth, man, this is that judgment. This is the condition, okay? Going back one more time, man. 2 Peter's for to give the understanding. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, it say, for if God spared not the angels that sinned, which he did, but cast them down to hell. Hell meaning what? Judgment. It say, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness. Talking about these bodies, man. To be reserved unto judgment. Okay? Judgment, man. That's why we're going through what we're going through, man. We was not brought over here to be rich and famous. We was cast down here, we was brought over here to serve out our judgment, man. Okay? Captivity. To be destroyed. Tell you in the curses in Deuteronomy 28, man, that we was going to be put yokes of iron around our neck, man, and work till we was destroyed. Okay? That's our judgment, man. When you read Hebrews 12, man, he tell you that he chastened his sons, the ones that he loved. So we are being chastened. Okay? Thousands of years of slavery, man. From one kingdom to another, man. Because we went off from not following the law, statutes, and commandments. So we are dealing with our judgment, okay? Being put in this lower state in our condition. Once again, precept to 2 Peter 2 and 4 is Jude chapter 1, verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he had reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Okay? This is our judgment, man. Being in these bodies. Okay? Being under the foot of ESAU, EDOM, the so-called white man. Okay? The so-called white race. That's our judgment, man. Going into captivity. Being destroyed. Being hung on trees, man. Okay? Being shot down in the streets by ESAU, EDOM troops. Okay? That's our judgment. This is Revelation. And this proves that hell is just a condition, man. Hell is not a place where it's fire and Satan is there with a red suit and a pitchfork and horns on his head, man. It's Revelation chapter 20, verse 14. And it reads, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Now, my point is, it say, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. Now, if hell is a place where you can go, okay, if hell is a place where you can go and be sitting in fire with Satan, the devil, Lucifer, how is it possible that death and hell was cast into the lake of fire? That does not make any sense. Revelation chapter 20, verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. How is that possible if Roman Catholicism teaches that hell is a place where you can go at? Well, hell is a place where you can go at. It's your condition, it's your judgment that you have to be condemned in these bodies, in these chains, okay, in these chains of darkness, man. Hell is a condition and judgment, man. If you go to the blue letter and look up the word hell, you will see that it's a condition, judgment. It's the grave, man, okay? When you go to the grave, if you die, that's your judgment, man, okay? That's the whole point of Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawashah, putting us in these bodies, man. Because we get sick, we get old, we hurt, we get wounded, we die. We go through slavery, we be hung, killed in the streets like dogs, and we die. That is our judgment. The one third will come back to the knowledge of Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi, but the 2/3 will not. So, Lord willing, that's edifying. I want to say all praises to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And a sincere salutation to all the ark pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Hell is only the grave judgment, a condition that must be played out in these chains of darkness. Shalom.